First established in 1779, Buffalo Ridge Baptist Church is preparing to celebrate their 245th anniversary on Sunday, August 18th. This morning, Pastor John Herdman is here to share with us some of the history of Tennessee's oldest church and get us ready for Celebration Sunday services. How are you doing?
Well, I'm doing very well. I'm glad to be here.
Absolutely. Thank you for being here.
Oh, my pleasure.
Man, 1700s, late 1700s to now.
It's amazing when you think about how much has happened in our nation since 1779
Yes.
when this church was founded. It's just astounding to think of the history that's gone on since then.
Just an amazing history. When people are doing research about your church, and I know the state has made it a designation and everything, let's talk about the history of Buffalo Ridge Baptist Church.
Well, the history was, before Tennessee was a state,
Right.
Our first pastor came across the mountains from North Carolina. There was a large revival going on over there in Sandy Creek, North Carolina, and one of the preacher boys, or one of the converts from over there, came across the mountains and founded this church in the 1700s. It's just astounding. And that was a direct link, though, from there in Sandy Creek, North Carolina to George Whitefield, which religious historians know was a part of the Great Awakening. And it's just got a rich heritage.
When you look back, Civil War, World War I, World War II, all of the conflicts that this nation has been involved in, the church has remained there.
It has. So it's been in a couple different locations.
Right.
In its pioneer location up where the cemetery still is, there's a void there where the building was and a historical marker from the state, as you mentioned. But it still stayed right in this area. It's been in operation and it's been a help through these different wars and horrible
Right.
times of our nation.
Talk to me about the celebration that's coming up that y'all have planned. Give everybody the information about what's going to be, because this is a big, big celebration.
It is. And we usually have, every Sunday we have 2 services in the morning for the
Right.
crowd. But that morning specifically, we won't have our Sunday school, which is the time we break up into smaller groups. But we've got the 2 services at 8:45 and 11. And then we've got a dinner afterwards. They can either take it as a take-home or eat there in our fellowship hall or Family Life Center. But we just wanted to do something to give a celebration. I mean, goodness, we celebrate our own birthdays, and I'm not near that old, so I thought, well, we should certainly celebrate the oldest church. And so it's going to be a special time. A dear friend of our church is an evangelist that's used across the nation, Scott Polly, and he's a warm personality. He gives an inviting message, and so he'll be our guest. We'll have our choir singing both services, and we're just looking forward to celebrating with anybody who would like to come join us.
You want to invite everyone?
I would like to invite everyone. We've got plenty of room, and it's just going to be a good time. Take it as my invitation to each and every one to come join us at 8:45 or 11 on August 18th.
When you reflect back on all the history, 245 years of history of this church, what does it mean to you personally to be the pastor at this time?
Well, it's very humbling, because here I see that great men and women of faith have stood the test of time, because now we think about all of the promotions that we're able to have in church. I'm talking about promotion digitally, promotion with printed literature and all that. But they have gone through these times when it wasn't that, and some of the most difficult times in our nation. These founding fathers and wonderful men and women of faith have just stayed true, and we've still tried to stay on the message to give the hope of Jesus Christ. And so what it means to me as pastor now, I'm just humbled, because of all the great folks that have gone on before.
Right, and to think of the stories of the people that have come through that congregation over the years.
Right. I love history, and I think about specifically what you mentioned, the Civil War. And so this church was long established before the Civil War, but through all of that turmoil, and then to be a beacon of hope then, and still try to remain to be that.
All right, Pastor, we appreciate you stopping
by.
It
has been a joy. Thank you.
And congratulations.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Folks, Buffalo Ridge Baptist Church, 245th anniversary, the oldest church in the state of Tennessee, will be celebrating Sunday, August 18th, 8:45, 11 a.m. They're located right there on Suncrest Street in Gray. They would love to hear from you. Check out more information at buffaloridgebaptist.org.